During the time Ajahn Mun spent recuperating from malaria at Pur Forest, one of his more senior disciples, Ajahn Un Kalyana Dhammo, accompanied by a group of high-ranking lay people, came to talk to him about the virtues of eating vegetarian food. In their attempt to educate Ajahn Mun on the subject, they extolled the benefits of eating vegetarian meals, implying by their praise of a meatless diet that wise and discerning people prefer to be vegetarian. Their claim that vegetarians are clean and pure, whereas meat-eaters are like demons and ghosts performing evil deeds, struck a raw nerve with Ajahn Mun. As I sat there listening, I surmised that it wouldn't be long before Ajahn Mun rebuked them. When they paused their harangue for a moment, Ajahn Mun issued a scathing retort. "Well, is this what you want to talk about? Listen here. People don't become virtuous because of the type of food they eat, but rather because of how well they reflect on the real purpose of eating food, whether it be vegetables or meat. Unlike the mind, neither meat nor vegetables can differentiate between what is good and what is bad, between wholesome and unwholesome qualities. Only the Buddha's teachings in all their aspects are capable of cleansing and purifying the mind. Only the Dhamma can teach us how to root out the bad and cultivate the good, to abandon the unwholesome and promote the wholesome. Do you understand what I'm saying? Have any of you tried to realize the supreme Dhamma? Do you think merely chewing on vegetables will enlighten your mind? What power does food have anyway? It goes in fresh at one end and comes out a pile of excrement at the other. And from that, you derive purity of mind? Since when has filth become virtuous? Meanwhile, the mind is full of its own form of excrement, the excretions of greed, ill will, and delusion. Everyone's mind is polluted by these defiling excretions. Why don't you put concerns for your stomachs aside and look at what really matters? The Buddha, teacher of humans and devas, was preeminent in wisdom. And the Vinaya rules state clearly that monks are allowed to eat meat. Yet you seem to think your wisdom surpasses that of the Buddha, that you can do him one better. As monks, we eat whatever food has been offered to us by lay supporters. Whether the food is fine or coarse, appetizing or unappealing, we accept it with gratitude and eat it for the health and well-being of the body. The Buddha laid down several rules forbidding monks from asking for the food they preferred to eat. They were expected to eat just the kind of meals that ordinary people ate, which often contained meat. In your rush to judgment, you seem to have forgotten that Devadatta tried to claim the same exception you have. When trying to create a schism in the Sangha, he challenged the Buddha to declare that all his monks must be vegetarians. As you surely know, the Buddha refused and cited the Vinaya rule that monks may eat fish or meat, if it is not from an animal whose meat is specifically forbidden, and as long as they had no reason to believe that the animal was slaughtered specifically for them. If it's true that eating vegetation leads to enlightenment, then cows and water buffaloes are bound to attain enlightenment before any of us, because they have eaten nothing but grass since the day they were born. Their mouths and stomachs are full of greens from morning till evening, and yet they can't stop chasing each other around, fornicating all over the grasslands. Where's the virtue in that? I'm not criticizing you for not eating meat. That's your choice to make. I don't take issue with that. But I do take issue with you for disparaging others who eat meat, suggesting they are demons and ghosts while praising yourselves as being superior to them because of your vegetarian diet. That thinking is arrogant and inappropriate. Search within your own minds first to find out if anything truly virtuous resides there. Realize that you have yet to attain a superior level of virtue, and get to work ridding your minds of the sensual desire, aversion, and delusion that are blocking your path to freedom. Don't waste time and energy traveling around trying to convince people that they should become vegetarians. We human beings achieve goodness and virtue through the purity of our intentions and the quality of our behavior, not through our stomachs and what we put in them. The kind of food we eat is a minor issue. Stop exaggerating its importance. Whatever keeps us alive from one day to the next is fit for our needs. If you prefer to eat only vegetarian food, feel free to do so. But don't seek to drag others along with you. I, for one, am firmly established in Dhamma principles. After Ajahn Mun finished speaking, Ajahn Un and his lay supporters remained totally silent. They shot each other sideways glances, but no one dared contradict Ajahn Mun. They probably felt as though a bolt of lightning had struck them from a clear blue sky. Some, no doubt, understood the reasoning behind Ajahn Mun's retort. Others, to their misfortune, refused to accept the truth of what they heard.